You can observe here in this diagram, there are two batteries E1 and E2 connected with the three capacitors C1, C2 and C3. And here we need to find VA minus VB, that is the potential difference across capacitor C3. Here we are going to use Kirchhoff's rule, and we have two rules in the Kirchhoff's law. First is the junction rule. In junction rule, what we do? We do the distribution of the charge. So let us do the distribution of the charge here. So let us make this circuit again. And in the distribution of the charge, what we do? We take any of the battery and start flowing charge from that battery. Keeping in the mind, battery is not the generator or creator of the charge, it is just a charge pump. So let us start from battery E1 and let us flow the charge Q in the right direction, that will reach to point B. You can observe here, there are two paths. One is going toward C3, other is battery E2. Let us divide this charge Q in two paths. So let us make Q1 charge flowing in the upward direction. If Q1 charge will reach to the plate of capacitor C3, this plate will become positively charged and facing plate will be negatively charged. Now the charge left flowing in this direction will be equal to Q minus Q1. So here we can do one thing, we can make the charge direction like this, that is Q minus Q1. It will reach to the battery E2. Now we know, as we discussed, battery is a charge pump. It cannot store or create the charge. So this charge Q minus Q1 will flow in the right direction, that is through the positive plate of the battery and in the upward direction, and finally reach to the right plate of the capacitor C2. You know, this charge is Q minus Q1. Then Q minus Q1 charge will reach to the right side plate of the battery. So this battery will become positively charged. This plate of the capacitor will become positively charged and facing plate is negatively charged. Now we can observe here, this charge is flowing in the upward direction and this charge is flowing in the leftward direction. So here we can do one thing, we can make the direction of the charge flowing in the upward direction, that is Q1. Now this Q minus Q1 charge will reach to point A here. Now you can observe here, incoming charge is Q1 plus Q minus Q1, that is Q charge is left. So here we again use the junction law, write the charge Q is flowing in the leftward direction and reach to the right plate of the capacitor C1 like this. So here you can observe, this plate will be positive and this plate will be negative. Now flowing charge direction here is clockwise because this charge is moving in the leftward direction. So now we can make the direction of the charge flow in this branch like this, and you can observe the charge Q is again returning back to the negative terminal of battery E1. We can say conservation of the charge is completed. Now after first law, that is the junction law, let us apply the loop, and you can observe here there are two unknowns, that is Q and Q1. That means we need two equations. So let us make this diagram again, and first we are going to write the loop equation for the left loop, that is this part of the circuit, and here let us select the direction clockwise, and here we are going to start from point A. So in this loop, let us write this equation. When we start moving from point A, we will cross this capacitor, that is negative plate to positive plate. That means there will rise of the potential. What is the rise of the potential? That is Q1 divided by C3. Then we will be moving in this branch, we will cross battery, and if we cross battery, there is a fall of the potential, that is E1, that is minus E1. Then we will be moving in this part. So rise in the potential here, so it will be Q divided by C1, and final we close the loop. That means summation of the fall and rise equal to 0. So this is the loop equation for the left hand side part. Now come to the right hand side part of this circuit, and again moving in the clockwise sense. Again let us start from point A. When we start from point A and move in the clockwise direction, first we need to cross this capacitor, and we will cross from negative plate to positive plate. So there is a rise of potential equal to Q minus Q1 divided by C2. Now crossing this battery, that is minus E2, and while crossing this we will suffer the loss of potential equal to minus Q1 divided by C3, and summation of these fall or rise should be equal to 0. So this is the second equation, right? Now let us write these two equations for getting the value of Q and Q1. So let us write these equation again. The first equation, through first equation we can write the value of Q, that is equal to, after solving process we will get the value of Q equal to C1 multiplied by E minus Q1 divided by C3, correct? Why we are getting the value of Q? Because we are interested to find the value of Q1, because we need to find the potential difference across capacitor C3. So our aim to get the value of Q1, that's why we have written Q in term of Q1 here. Let us write this equation again, and here again we can write the value of small q. We can write this Q value as, you can observe, Q equal to C2 E2 plus Q1 C2, and in bracket 1 upon C2 plus 1 upon C3. You can do one thing, you can equate the right hand side part of these two equations, and finally we'll get the value of Q1. So let us write this equation here and this equation here again, and solve for the value Q1. And this Q1 value is equal to, after solving this equation we will get the value of Q1 equal to C3 E1 C1 minus E2 C2 divided by C1 plus C2 plus C3. Now we got the charge in the capacitor C3. Now we are asked to find the potential difference across C3. We can write here this potential difference VA minus VB, that is VAB we can write, that should be equal to charge of the capacitor divided by capacitance, that is Q1 divided by C3. And we got the value of Q1 here. So if we divide the value of Q1 with C3, C3 will get cancelled, and final potential difference will be equal to C1 E1 minus C2 E2 divided by C1 plus C2 plus C3. You can observe in this way we can apply the Kirchhoff's rule, that is the junction rule and loop rule, for solving the capacitor circuit.
Dear aspirants, Cengage India has launched the new edition of our JEE Advanced Physics books. Please visit www.cengage.co.in to buy a copy. You can also buy the books from Amazon or Flipkart.